Hi everyone and welcome you all. Shadow here. Wuthering Waves is around the corner, being the release date next week, so I'm pretty sure we all have our hype at its fullest. With this on mind, I decided to do some research in the confirmed units that are going to be part of the game in order to decide which ones I want to try out and focus on. So hopefully this video will help you decide which units you would like to summon and use based on the goals you want to achieve in-game. I'll be playing a lot this game, focusing on bringing you the best character guides and also some tips and tricks to make your gameplay and experience of the game joyful. Therefore, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned on future videos. I'm also currently working on a Discord server that will be ready very soon, so that we get this community to the next level. We'll definitely add a link to the Discord server in the description below once it's ready. I'm planning to do some surprises once everything is running smoothly, and those will be announced in my next videos and also in the Discord server, so be sure to check it out. Now, let us start the conversation, shall we? I'm going straight to the point on this one and mention what I think is the most important unit in the game so far, so you can consider this the first S-tier character you want to aim for, and that is the character you like the most, whether that's design or gameplay wise. I think this is kind of the rule of thumb when playing gacha games, since most likely you will enjoy more the game this way, and also meta changes from time to time with the release of new units. So what's going to be the best DPS in the game at release potentially can change in the next month with future characters, so definitely this is an important point to consider when summoning on each banner and gearing up units. Moving on to a more objective point of view and based on the information there is from latest CVT, the first character I would like to address is Jinlin. She is definitely the best DPS in the game and would like to make a team around her for sure. Even though stat-wise she's just a little bit lower compared to who can be considered our two other main DPS options, she does more than just damage. She can allow other members in your team trigger additional damage to enemies that have punishment mark, which they will have after Jinlin uses Thousand Faces. Also, her Ultra skill gives Electro and Resonant Liberation damage bonus to the next character you are gonna use, perfect if you are planning to make an Electro team. Following with the main DPS role, let's bring Jian and Kalcharo. Both have the same DPS stat and is currently the highest one in the game. The way I currently see them is that they are the classic heavy damage character, only difference being Jian seems to focus on AoE damage based on his animation and Kalcharo on a single target angle that boosts his own basic and heavy attacks. Maybe the only additional point I could give to Kalcharo is that he can benefit from teaming up with Jinlin, increasing even more his damage output. Only this way I could place Kalcharo on the S-tier row. On the other side, I may consider downgrading Jian if the game actually don't require that much of AoE damage specifically for endgame content, but this doesn't mean he can't fit the role of main DPS in a team perfectly. Next character that got my attention is Danjin. Even though she's a 4-star unit, her kit is actually very interesting and a lot of people are saying she has the potential of a 5-star unit. In summary, my understanding is that she hits really fast and she continuously increases her damage while decreasing her HP in exchange, getting her all the way down to 1 HP and having the option to heal by herself using the heavy attack Chaotic. She really sounds so fun to play, but I'm also a little bit doubtful of how the damage numbers would look like, so for now I'm going to place her in A tier with a potential upgrade after some tests. It's time we start talking about other roles in the game, and what a good timing to bring up Verena. Best support the game can give us at the beginning. She not only heals, but buffs the entire party for 30 seconds, thanks to her Ultra skill and also the passive skill Gift of Nature, which lasts 20 seconds. You want her to be in your team mainly for her buff, although you can actually heal and attack with her if you want to. But ideally she will be out in action every time you need to reapply the buffs. I might consider rerolling at the beginning so that I can get her early in the game. I think she is worth the time. Yang Yang is another character I would like to consider as a nice to have. Since she has a nice rotation, her animations are clean, and she also kind of provides support through her Ultra skill, recovering 4 points of Resonant Liberation for the next character. I do believe this kind of skills can be useful at some point, but, so far, consider having her as a sub DPS backup in case you don't get anything interesting in your pulls. Let us not leave Encore out of the list. Nothing outstanding to say about her at the moment, is not a bad character, but also is not someone that excels in a specific content or mechanic in the game. I guess she can be your option when you need a fusion damage dealer and that's it. Definitely a character that could have some improvements in the future. Now Vaish is an interesting one, since I think right now is somehow being undervaluated. It's true that immediately into the game she may not have any value at all, since she is almost a pure healer. Even the battle mechanics in the game makes it sound worse, since you are supposed to be baiting most of the attacks. There are also some characters that can heal themselves, making her even more useless. However, I have 2 points to mention that makes me put her in the radar for future use. The first one is that you can also get some support thanks to her outro skill by increasing the damage of the next unit by 15% for 6 seconds. Worth considering this if you don't have any other buffer in your team. And second, I don't think Wuthering Waves is going to be that game in which they create healers just to not use them. My expectation would be that they give us content where healers are going to be useful somehow, or, worst case scenario, they just delete the healer role from the game and rework the kit of the units that are going to be affected by this change. That's why I think Vaishi could have a really good potential, so definitely consider having her ready just in case. As for the rest of the characters that I'm still missing to mention, they are characters they don't stand out by themselves for several reasons. Some may need little fixes in order for them to be playable, a few ones may need the develop and help of new characters for them to shine in a team and gain some relevance, and some others are just normal in general, to put it that way. Don't wanna say they are bad or useless, since I want to believe Wuthering Waves will be a game in which you can clear most of the content with any character or team you would like to use, as long as they are properly built and the synergy makes sense. So this is a little summary of what I've been researching for, and it's helping me to decide which units I would like to summon and think about teams that will be part of the beginning of my journey in this game. I tried to make this not a heavy video information wise, since we're still talking about CBT data and only subject to change until we get the official release of the game. As a reminder, I'll be working on bringing you guys the best content for this game, since I'm really excited about it and want this to be a process in which we all learn together and enjoy the experience a lot. Stay tuned, since in 1 or 2 more days, my Discord server will be ready to go. After doing that, we'll work on how to make your experience in the whole community comfy, and why not, prepare some surprises here and there. Also, I would appreciate if you can help me out subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and activating the notification bell to stay informed on future releases. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, see ya!